mission to get it. Hop on a flight and then finish in business. I'm sitting in business, just look at the ticket. The traveling man, I'm switching the pivot. Why would I talk about it when I live it? I know that you live it, I know that you mad. Putting up numbers and flipping the digits again and again and again. Well, you get it. Elevate and enjoy the saga. Better pay, give me more than dollars. Still on the ground, ahead of my time. My yesterdays are your mananas. Trip to Hawaii to...
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from Kansas City. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Yellow.
Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly...
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards from all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first two plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Goff. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Catch is made by Hardman. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Here's 3rd and a few inches.
Hold on. Check. Four down. Listen.
Goff. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It was Leo Chenal who got in to drop him.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of momentum from the offense. Coming up that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Look at the big fella go. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. And Goff picks up the 1st down and then wisely slides to the ground to avoid the contact. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line.
Hold on. Check.
Gibbs straight ahead. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now 2nd and 3.
Yes, sir.
Here's Goff. And this is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yardage on 1st and 2nd down.
He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Chiefs are going to have it here just past the 25. They tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air the ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and a yard. They run once more with McCollum. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception. As they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Now Goff. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a half for not just the coverage, but the entire defense in this game.
The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Goff. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play, but so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And some space here. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Down to the 10. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, 29 yards. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not a...
All the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Eluding the pressure right. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, Goff. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Again, Goff. He's got this to Williams, complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, Goff. This is caught. Jahmyr Gibbs as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And oh, it's wide right. No good. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Goff now looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
On 4th down, Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Goff throwing again. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Goff now to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
We're back now in KC. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll run with Gibbs. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Goff looking to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a pretty eye on the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You get a tight points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play, did it?
No, you said he wouldn't fumble the ball.
You would not have fumbled. You got everything locked in tight.
Also really large biceps. Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And they're going to speed things up here. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Hey, 15.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man incomplete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 39. That one goes for 24 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
Yellow.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Being chased. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Mahomes will throw for it. Rolling to his right. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. In just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Gall. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. This is 4th down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. St. Brown on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now it's gone. And his throw here's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue. That's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown. When you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And checking the defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. That's caught inside the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Now Mahomes, and it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Brian Branch with it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Khalif Raymond. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. In the 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining. Boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. This is 1st and 10.
2 for 1. 2 for 1.
Now Goff. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. 2nd and 10. Goff again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. A higher scoring game. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a fun little clash in the AFC, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 2nd down and 4. The 1st and 10 at the 36. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's O'Connell. The left side throw complete to Adams. Touchdown Raiders. Davante Adams. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 11. Now ETN to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 20, here's 2nd and a couple. They go play action now. Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now Lawrence. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
On play action, Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Back to the ground with ETN. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 24. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be sure. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, break.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll get this up to about the 40. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go for it. O'Connell. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Etienne. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
That's complete right around the 8. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Now Lawrence to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk on the receiving end of that touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Fakes the handoff. Now O'Connell to throw. Gets it downfield to Mayer. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now it's O'Connell. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Myers. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So first and 10 now from the 30. Myers in motion right. They'll fake the jet sweep there. Instead, hand to Jacobs up the middle. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Zamir White. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Hey, Ron!
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive, as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play until the break. A short throw to Ingram. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Lawrence going to get his guys to go quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And a catch made by his tight end, Luke Farrell. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action with Lawrence. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
All right, let's go.
Lawrence going to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
And he comes back with one complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
They'll run with Etienne. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Hey, Jupiter, Jupiter. Go, go, let's go.
On second down, here's Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Lawrence. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty back.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a give to Jacobs running right. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. O'Connell working from the gun. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Jags grab it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a corner. In the backfield, but he's playing run all the way here.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Lawrence to throw. Flush to his right. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He was out there waving his arms. I mean, you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help. I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Ready up. 11, here we go.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it's 2nd down. go play action now. Lawrence. And it's complete. Right back to Ridley. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And we'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Now McManus for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. The tackle there by Trey Herndon. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
19 tight.
Throwing, O'Connell. Over the middle, he's got Myers.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Counter play with Jacobs. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Here's 1st down. Jacobs going to try the middle.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. Now a quick throw out wide to Myers. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I've thought late game, down on the scoreboard,
Had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Jaguars have just about sewn up this football game. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. Dances by him. Room here to run. And he will have a Jaguars first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would